Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world without fire. No campfires, no cooked food, no warm homes, no flashlights, not even a single candle. Now imagine you're standing in a cold forest nearly 2 million years ago. The sun has just disappeared behind the mountains. Darkness spreads across the land, and strange sounds begin to echo from every direction. This was the world our ancient ancestors lived in every single day. Long before humans learned to control fire, survival was a constant battle. Every sunrise was a victory, and every sunset brought a new challenge. Without fire, food was completely different. There were no roasted animals, no baked bread, and no hot meals. Ancient humans ate whatever nature gave them. They gathered fruits, berries, roots, seeds, insects, eggs, and sometimes raw meat from animals they hunted or scavenged. Raw meat was tough to chew and difficult to digest. It also carried dangerous bacteria and parasites. Eating enough calories was a daily struggle. Some scientists believe that learning to cook food later allowed humans to absorb more energy, helping our brains grow larger over thousands of years. But hunger wasn't their only enemy. As the temperature dropped after sunset, the cold became dangerous. They wrapped themselves in animal skins when they could. They searched for caves, rocky shelters, or thick forests that blocked the wind. Families huddled together through the night, sharing body heat to stay alive until sunrise. Even then, many nights were brutally cold. Darkness made everything worse. Humans don't see very well at night, but lions, hyenas, leopards, wolves, and other predators are excellent hunters after sunset. While our ancestors struggled to see a few meters ahead, predators could silently move through the darkness. Every sound could mean danger. A crack of a branch, leaves rustling, a distant growl. No one knew what was hiding beyond the darkness. Instead of fighting powerful predators, ancient humans often survived by staying together. Small groups watched over one another. Some remained awake while others slept. A warning shout could save the entire group. Teamwork became one of humanity's greatest weapons. During the day, life was no easier. Finding food meant walking for hours across forests, rivers, and open grasslands. Sometimes they found plenty to eat. Sometimes they found almost nothing. There were no supermarkets, no farms, no refrigerators. If food disappeared from one area, they had to keep moving. Many early humans lived as nomads, following animals, changing seasons, and fresh water sources. Children learned survival by watching adults. They learned which plants were safe, which berries were poisonous, and how to avoid dangerous animals. Every lesson could mean the difference between life and death. Communication was also very different. They didn't have written language. They likely used simple sounds, gestures, facial expressions, and body movements to work together during hunting and everyday life. Over thousands of years, these skills slowly became more advanced. Then one day, everything began to change. Lightning struck a dry tree, and flames burst into the sky. Wildfires had always existed. Animals usually ran away, but at some point, curious humans did something different. Instead of simply escaping, they watched. They noticed that dangerous animals stayed away from the flames. They discovered that roasted meat was softer and tasted better. The fire gave warmth during freezing nights. It produced light that pushed back the darkness. For a long time, humans couldn't create fire themselves. They probably carried burning branches from natural fires and tried to keep them alive for as long as possible. If the fire went out, they had to wait for another wildfire or lightning strike. Eventually, humans learned how to make fire whenever they needed it. That single discovery changed everything. Cooking made food safer and easier to digest. Warmth allowed people to survive colder climates. Light extended the day long after the sun had disappeared. Predators became less of a threat. People gathered around campfires, sharing food, stories, and knowledge. Those conversations may have helped shape language, culture, and the civilizations that came thousands of years later. The modern world, with cities, technology, science, and even this video, can trace part of its story back to one simple flame. The next time you light a stove, sit beside a campfire, or switch on a light, remember this: There was once a time when humans had none of it, and yet, through courage, curiosity, and teamwork, they survived long enough to change the world forever. If you enjoyed learning about humanity's incredible journey, don't forget to subscribe, because our next story will take you even deeper into the mysteries of our ancient past.